I was all ready to just come straight in with my hello visuals. And like you know what I mean? High visuals regardless. Pokemon shit. Yes, hello visuals. Welcome back to the visual, guys. Pokemon Thursday, the day of the week, where we talk about how many bits of Lego can you stick up your bum? Famous question by Neil from the In-Betweeners. I can't remember the lad's real name, but how many bits of Lego can you stick up your bum? Oh, it is Pokemon Thursday, of course it is, and I am slap bang dangle wangle. I don't know if I've said this during every video, maybe I have, I'm not sure. In the middle of my first and second viewing of Guardians of the Galaxy. It's out today, but this video won't come out till like 2 weeks after or whatever. This has got nothing to do with Guardians of the Galaxy. Didn't need to mention that, but hey, oh, fuck it. But we're going to do another, of course we are, another Pokemon list of my favourite Pokemon from every type. This week, what have we got now for this week? Normal. It's my favourite normal type Pokemon visuals. A bit of a weird type as well. Because when you think about it, like, normal's just fucking normal. Like, fire, dragon, water. Normal, aren't I? It's a bit like lackluster and shit. At the same time, it's cool because the normal typing contains a lot of badass Pokemon. I don't know, it's just, I think because it doesn't, you know, it's a bog standard plain ass fucking colour. And it doesn't stand out the bright green of grass or the vibrant yellow of electric. Just bog standard, clear as fuck normal. But, you know, Snorlax is the normal, and I love that bad boy. Just because I think I make these videos long enough as it is, let's actually just jump straight into it, and let's start talking about my 10 favourite normal type Pokemon. Please, in the comments below, let me know, after I've had my mouth stroke there, let me know your favourite normal type Pokemon, and which Pokemon types we should be doing next. We shouldn't be that far off. I think we can do, we haven't done Bug yet, have we? Poison. No, there's still actually a few left. We're probably at halfway mark, but here's my 10 favourite Pokemon. Normal type Pokemon. And kicking us off, it's got to be Jigglypuff. Yes, I've got to chuck that little round ball of absolute just mental shenanigans out there. I think the Jigglypuff thing literally comes from the anime, because Jigglypuff had a decent little stint. You know, there were so many scenarios and so many shenanigans going on. Like, remember the Blastoise episode where it was stuck in Blastoise's cannon, and we all kind of fell in love with it with the Jigglypuff. It's not a Pokemon I often use on teams. I have before. The Jigglypuff line's pretty cool. Getting the fairy type, yeah, whatever. Fairies are just, fairy type. But it was the little signature of this particular, the signature that this particular Jigglypuff would leave. You know, everyone's fell asleep, oh my god, and that shit used to absolutely break me when I was a kid. That was literally my life. I was like, that is hilarious. Jigglypuff's put everyone to sleep, doesn't realise it because it's using the move Sing, and it's scribbling on everybody's faces. Funny. Let's do it again in like 10 episodes time. So I've got to give Jigglypuff some love. Ditto. Now, Ditto is a Pokemon that I had to include in the list, not purely because the Pokemon itself or the uniqueness of it, you know, being the Pokemon that transforms and whatnot, but it's the theory that goes into Jigglypuff. The fact that Ditto, is a potential, well, the theory goes that it's potentially a failed Mew clone. After making, trying to make Mewtwo from the DNA and stuff of Mew, they actually got Ditto and whatnot, because they got the same shinies, the same way, the fact that it can transform and everything, and Mew contains the DNA of every Pokemon, where every Pokemon, has strands of the Mew DNA and whatnot, Cinnabar Island stuff. And I just fell in love when I was first getting into Pokemon theories and, hearing about the back lore and, oh, this some of the Pokemon, that's connected, this might have all that, blah, blah, blah. It was one of the theories I was like, oh, that's got a lot of weight, makes a lot of sense, and to me now it's official. In my Pokemon head, it's canon. Ditto is a failed Mew clone, and for that reason, I've got to give it some love. Porygon Z. Yes, Porygon Z is another one that's just a bit bizarre. I like Porygon, and I like Porygon 2, but you know when you're battling a Porygon Z and every now and then it does its thing and it'll have like a little twitch out? Again, my stupid little mind would always lose itself over that. I'd be like, why is that little fucker just fidgeted? That little 3D in the fucking Tronverse duck-looking freak just giving us a... It always fucking sent me in this... Well, not an hysterical, I'm like, it's funny. It's this little Paralyze thing. But the Porygon line itself is cool. Porygon was fun. Porygon 2, and then the way they flushed out Porygon Z, and the fact that I like that they went from 1, 2 to Z. I don't know if there's a reason why they did that. If there is, please let me know in the comments below. I don't know. But Porygon Z. Orangaroo, yes, that big orangutan motherfucker. Either Passimian or Orangaroo. Which one are you choosing? It's gotta be Orangaroo. We love that bad boy. I actually am a little bit annoyed though, because it's one of the times where they add the normal type into stuff, and I always think, why have you randomly just added the normal type in? Because normal just sort of is what it is. It's on its own. It's don't be like Psychic and a bit of normal. It never gelled well, but because, for me anyway, but because it is a normal type, I have to include it to this, because I do love Orangaroo. I love the purple shenanigans it's got going. I do love the psychic aspect of it. I love the little fan thing it has. I love the way it sits and it chills. It just seems very relaxed in nature like me. But at the same time, if you bumped into one in the wild, it would probably tear you limb from limb. Not just with its sheer power and muscles, but with its psychic abilities. Orangutans and stuff are actually fucking terrifying. Regigigas. This one is more because of the history of this particular Pokemon. I love the fact, if you look at all the, you know, the fact that the fucking family tree, you know, the tree of whatever, evolutionary tree of Pokemon, where it all stemmed from Arceus, and you come from an egg, and Dialga Palga stem down, and we get Regigigas. I like the fact that there was this big Regi Titan motherfucker that was pushing all the continents together and basically molding and shaping the world to how and what it is and now, and then creating the miniature Regis, Regidrago, Ice, Rock, Steel, Regieleki, still beautiful name to say, and it just sort of hid itself away for a while. And it's always felt like this big, badass, kind of kaiju-esque Pokemon to me. Like, if there was a big kaiju war in the world of Pokemon, I could see Regigigas coming out there to either fight alongside or fight against Godzilla and stuff. So Regigigas, I love you. Lickitung, pure and simple. I love the OG Pokemon artwork to this. I was always in love with this. I don't know why. It was just sat there trying to get its big thingy. And another massive reason is the minigame. The minigame in Pokemon Stadium, where you got to get the different foods and not get the Ming and one and get the highest amount of dishes. That was was it my favorite? No, either that or Rattata Run. Maybe that one, I think, though, was my favorite minigame to play inside of Pokemon Stadium. The kids, what's it called? Kids Club? Kids Corner? What the fuck it's called? I love that. The way it sounded was like, oh, saying Japanese words. I don't know how to pronounce them. It's like, and then fucking, you picked up the food and you're like, oh, and it was, again, my stupid little moron brain just going, oh my god, this is fucking amazing. And the way it's going around, oh, I've got a Ming and one, and the way it would win, it's just the way it's, oh no, and it's swallowing, like, get the best dish. So because of a mini game, I love Lickitung. Saluna, yes. Kind of like Orangaroo. It's a bit annoying. I understand a bit more with this one because the line of Teddy Ursa and Ursaring is normal. Then we get this one that's Ursaring that's normal, then ground. You're like, oh, okay, just randomly chucking normal in there, but it was already evolving from normal type. So have I had my eyes closed a lot during this video like that? Such a fucking weird cunt. But yeah, Ursaluna, fantastic design. Great way to evolve. Great, I've already said design. Great Pokemon as a whole. Fun ride Pokemon Legend Arceus where you can sniff stuff out and whatnot. Just looks beefy and badass. Again, like I always say in these videos, has that Pokemon-y Pokemon feel. I know a lot of people as well, when they first revealed Ursaluna, a lot of people actually did kick off that I saw online, the fact that it goes from, you know, standing up bare to this on all fours, like, just digging for treasure, sort of dickhead. But for me, it completely rounds off the Teddy Ursa line. I think they literally made Ursaring and it just improved it a million times. The picture that I'm going to use in the thumbnail says it all. I love that picture. It looks scary, it looks menacing, it looks badass, it looks cool as fuck. Ursaluna, beast. Number 3 is Tauros. This has got to be an obvious one as to why it's on the list. Why? We all love Ash. We all love the anime. Every time we saw them Tauros bastards, it was just always beautiful. When he had come back, or more recently, you know, when he left the anime and you saw the Taurus one last time, the way they charge at him and whatnot, it always broke my heart. It's like, oh, Ash really loves them. The way that he come around to catching so many Taurus and stuff, and the fact that it was just a random. Well, it wasn't random because I get it, it's like a herd of cows or whatever. But it was funny to me that Ash just always had Jags of these Taurus just kicking about, ready to just cause a stampede somewhere. Plus, it is a badass Pokemon. It is an absolute G. It is a legendary Pokemon. Not to repeat myself. Sorry, at the sake of repeat myself, I give it every video. Not legendaries in like an actual legend, but a legendary in terms of status. It's a legendary Pokemon. Becoming a ride Pokemon again in Sun and Moon. Getting the variants in Scarlet and Violet. You get your Fiery Boy. Well, and of course your Fighting Boy, your Water Boy. I just love Taurus. It looks great. Pokemon-y Pokemon feel. A lot of nostalgic memories there. A lot of history there. Great Pokemon. And again, another OG artwork in the original Pokemon cards. That looks fantastic. Number 2 is Snorlax. Of course he's on this list. Of course Snorlax is on this list. One of the pinnacle god tier like Rhydon, pinnacle fucking Pokemon-y Pokemons, just absolutely smash out of the park. Not only have we got the nostalgic memories in the anime and the interactions with Ash, not only was it also feel like a legendary counter inside the original games where you've got to wake it up using the Poke Flute and whatnot, and you got a battle, but the iconic sprites, the fact that somebody a while back noticed that it took so many years for Snorlax to finally stand up. Great shiny form, super badass, super duper powerful, can learn a mixed variety of moves, great health, nice and bulky, defensive as out, super fun Pokemon to interact with in any sort of form, even when he's carrying around on the Let's Go games and stuff. Everybody around the world has to and will do love Snorlax. Ready for the biggest cop-out there is of all cop-outs? It's the Pidgeline. Yes, the Pidgeline topped my flying type Pokemon because Pidgeotto would be my favourite Pokemon of all time. But the normal types, they have to be. If I can fit them in a category to be top, then they have to be. I don't need to speak too much. If you're new to the channel, that I've got videos describing why I love the Pidgeline, why Pidgeotto is my favourite Pokemon and stuff. I know it's such a weird, random Pokemon chuck out there, but Pidgeotto is just... This is my fucking guy. I love Pidgeotto. Why I love Pidgeot, Mega Pidgeot. I've talked about it a million, billion, trillion times. I love this line of regional bird. I have so many personal memories. These Pokemon were always without a shadow of a doubt my team. My team could change from, you know, going from Charmander as my starter, then Blastoise as my starter, or Venusaur, then we could go and we might have Lapras on the team, and then we might have a Victory Bell, might have a Vileplume, might have an Arcanine, whatever. But this would always be the consistent. It would always be on my team alongside the team rotations and the team changes. I love the Pidgeline. Always have. Always will. It's a bit of a cheap, you know, fucking cop-out, I know. But I love them. There we have it, visuals. That was my stanky arm, apparently. That was my 10 favourite normal type Pokemon of all time. I don't know how to make the thumbnail for this. How do you really do like normal type shit, like 8-bit stuff? I can't add fire or... leaves are out. It should not. What the fuck? I'll find something. Fuck knows. But visuals, please let me know your favourite normal type Pokemon in the comments below. And let me know what type we should do next. By the time this video goes up, I've probably already pre-recorded something. So if you do put an answer in, I've probably already ruined that answer. Unless we're getting down to a smaller amount of typings, we might say the same thing. But visuals, apart from that, thank you so much for watching. You guys are the best. Keep being you and keep out. Keep it out.